Go ahead, birds.
How's it going?
I'm fine. Are you a Muslim?
So I was born a Muslim, but I don't believe in Islam anymore.
What
So I'm
what
more of an
happened?
atheist now.
What happened? Why you left Islam?
Uh, I think just studying Islam over the years and seeing how controlling it can be and how fearful the general population is try to Islam tries to put fear in the followers a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Um, and it really didn't feel like it felt like it didn't feel like a true religion because it felt very fairy tale-ish. Like Muhammad went to the seventh sky and came back down, and he was illiterate and had his followers write down the Quran for him. And apparently, it's been preserved and never changed, and there's no mistakes, there's no contradictions. And Muslims tout a lot of things that I feel like I don't really follow. And so I more so follow um, modern science now.
Yeah. What do you think about Christianity?
I think Christianity, the religion itself, it's nice. Jesus sacrificed himself for the sins of humanity, so everyone's saved. So it promotes you to just live in a way that is um, that walks a path of being a nice person or try to do the right thing, and that it doesn't put fear in you. It's just more so that you just live a good life.
Okay. So, but you said like you believe in science more,
Yeah.
but is Christianity against science?
Um, I don't know.
Hmm.
So
Because
I was debating one of my friends the other day.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but like he was talking about how um one of the verses in Surah Rahman has that we have two seas and between them is a divide, and um there's a barrier that they can never cross. So I
Hmm.
looked at your video where you show that the barrier is actually a piece of land, and I
Exactly.
sent him that as evidence, and I sent him the Google translation of the word of barrier, and
Hmm.
I said, hey, listen, like the barrier word means land in Arabic,
Exactly.
so it's not really like a divide. And he kept arguing that salt water and fresh water don't mix, and I'm trying to tell him that they do mix. So I try to show him like the water cycle, how water evaporates in the sea, goes up, turns into clouds, falls down, and then all of it just rotates, right?
Yeah.
And he keeps arguing.
In fact,
Yeah.
this is a scientific mistake in the Quran, because the ignorant Muhammad he think that there is two seas. One is salty and one is fresh, and they never mix. Uh, this is not about two seas touching each other. It's about a barzakh, which is a dry land between them. So Muhammad he claimed this is why it says there is a complete partition between them. They never meet, never meet. And this is appear in many verses in the Quran, like in chapter 55, verse number 20. Never meet, never, no, never. They cannot. But the one they show you in the videos in the ocean, two waters they meet and they mix every second. But because there's more current is coming, it looked like there is two body of water still there, because there's more water is coming. But if we cut the first river is coming, that's it. The water will mix with the ocean. You can take now 1 cup of a fresh water and 1 cup of salty water, put them in one container, they mix. We cook every
Right.
day. We cook every day.
Yeah, and he tried saying like, oh no, it's more like mixing oil and water, and it's more like mixing, it's
No.
not like mixing coffee and milk. Like they don't mix, right? But I tried explaining him that, and he just wouldn't listen. Like
No, you do not need to
he
explain to him
just
if he have decency, because this is the Muslim scholar's explanation, and this is what the Arabic saying. But he is being a liar, you know.
yeah. So he wouldn't listen about like they do mix, but he just like he's willing to die on that hill, saying that like oh they don't mix.
Yeah.
So then he also says that there's no contradictions in the Quran. So could you show some contradictions in the Quran that you can think of?
Everything in the Quran is a contradiction, you know. Like I mean, uh, endless. I don't know what to show you. But you talk about science as an example. The Quran does not. The Quran does not remember which one Allah created first, the earth or the sky. You know, the sun or the water, the earth or the stars. You can go to chapter 41 and chapter 79 and read, and you will see how they contradict. You can watch actually the video from the beginning. Today we were talking about this case for long. Later you can watch in YouTube and you can see what we mentioned.
Okay.
So you can see there's tons of contradiction. Everything in the Quran contradiction. Actually, I challenge any Muslim. I challenge any Muslim is listening to choose for me in front of you, to choose for me one chapter in the Quran does not have a stupid mistake. So if any Muslim is listening, he can come to the stage and challenge me any chapter. You have 114 chapters. Choose one of your choice and tell me, Christian Prince, show me where is the stupid Quran, and I will show you. Because it's impossible to find one chapter in the Quran is not stupid. Like who in the world will believe that there is a God who knows everything and then he speak about a flying carpet? Sulaiman, he's speaking to the ant, but Sulaiman, he learned the language of the birds. So Allah, he taught Sulaiman the language of the birds, but yet Sulaiman is speaking to the ants. And the ants, she heard Sulaiman, but the ants are deaf scientifically. How the ant she can hear? Ant cannot hear. They don't hear anything. They are deaf. The ant, when they follow a line, this is why you see them following each other, because they follow chemical. They leave a chemical. Like an ant, she find a food, she leave a trace of a chemical, and then all the ants will follow the trace. This is why you see them going on the top of each other, even though the land is wide. You know, they don't even see. So their blindness, they're deaf, they cannot recognize things, so they keep walking only with the smell. And the only way they communicate by vibration or by chemical. So how the Quran speak about Sulaiman, he saw the ant, he spoke to the ant, and he loved from the word of the ants, and the flying carpet, and the hudhud, he go to look for a woman, she have no hair in her legs. I mean, who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? And then Sulaiman, he asked his men, who of you can steal her chair? Imagine Sulaiman is a Muslim king now. Because he's a Muslim, you have to be a thief. So he asked one of his afrit. Afrit supposedly is a genie in the ball. He is so fast, and his specialty is to steal. So he said, Sulaiman, who can steal her chair for me? Afrit, and between two brackets, a very strong genie. He said, I will bring it for you. before you rise from your place. A thief Muslim asking his army of fairy tale stories genie to steal a chair of a woman in Yemen. This is Quran. And they are talking about science.
Yeah, I've always questioned the Quran, even from like a young age. At like 7 years old, I remember like this is the religion I was born into. Like it's so weird.
Well, I mean, you are born from a family, you don't choose. But you are a man now and you choose. That's good for you. At least you are not wasting your life practicing stupidity. This is a book of fairy tale stories.
I don't practice at all.
Yeah, it's a book of fairy tale stories. Like Zulqarnain. Who is this guy Zulqarnain? No Muslim can tell us who is Zulqarnain. Fiction story. This is a story written by a guy, he is a Syrian. His name is Jacob Yaqub, the Syrian. He wrote this story. And then Muhammad, they asked him about Zulqarnain. Muhammad did not know what to say. He told them, give me some time. And then he come with the answer, says, Allah told me. So who is Zulqarnain now? Suddenly Zulqarnain, he built a dam between us and Gog and Magog. He found where the sun set in murky water. All this is written in the story of this guy, fiction story. Zulqarnain simply is Alexander the Great, but the stupid Muhammad do not know anything about Alexander the Great. All what he knew is what was written in that book. It says the person with the two horn. It doesn't even say a person. It says the one with the two horn. So, the more Muhammad he copied those stupid stories, the more he exposed himself and become literally a joke. And then this guy, he found where the sun set. He found the sun set in boiling, muddy, hot, blazing hot water. And then he found where the sun rise. All is fiction and stupidity. And then they say to you, this is the book of science.
It makes no sense. Like they always say, like, oh, like the Quran has so many scientific revelations, and it's based in science, and it has a lot to, like, how, like, they always say, like, oh, 1400 years ago this was in this book, how would they know? Like, oh my god, I mean, it makes no sense.
Yeah, how you would know? I would know what? I mean, it's full of errors, stupidity. What? Know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what they do? In order to convince you that there is a science, they try to fabricate a false translation to make it fit with their false claim.
That's what I noticed. Like, a lot of his personal anecdotes, they make up whatever story they feel like is the right translation, but they can't produce any Islamic scholar that thinks the same way they do. Or, like, they might, but then, I don't know.
Like here, as an example, the story of the sunset in murky water. They will say to you, no, he's talking about from the perspective of Zulqarnain. No, it says Allah is talking, not the guy. He keep going until he reached the sitting place of the sun. Where is that? He found it sitting in a spring of a black, muddy, hot water. It's obvious.
Yeah.
But anyway, if a person, he is, when a Muslim, he duct tape the Quran, obviously he's ashamed of it, not proud. You see, me as a Christian, you said you believe in science. You can say to me, science says that the earth and the heaven created or the space by billion, trillion years. My Bible says God created earth and heaven in 6 days. The Muslim, to fix this issue, they say Oh, 6 days means 6 periods. Me as a Christian, I don't care what science says. In the Bible it says 6 days. It might be 6 period. It might be. But it says 6 days. I stuck with the 6 days. I'm not going to change the meaning of my book to make it fit with science.
Okay.
So a person who is ashamed of his belief, or he knew he's wrong, what he do? He changed what the word is saying to make it fit with the new discovery. So if you, it's like lying to yourself, you have to keep updating your book meaning to fit with the new a new discovery. And by the way, this discovery maybe it's true, maybe it's not, because science is very flexible. What is it? What is a fact today? It might be wrong tomorrow, and vice versa. So a true believer, he will not change his stand from his book because there's a new book written about science. We believe in miracles. We believe if God says 6 days, this is how I finish. And how long the day, it doesn't say. It doesn't. It may be 24 hours. It may be 24 billion years, but it says 6 days. As simple as that. So if we believe in miracles, and even science, by the way, cannot deny miracles. Even atheists who believe in science, when something happened which they cannot explain, they use the term miracle themselves. Correct?
Right, like scientific miracle, right? Like that's used.
Yeah, there's many things happen. They say we don't know how it can happen.
Yeah,
it's a
we
miracle.
don't know, right? Like a lot of it's like that we don't know.
And this is exactly what this God is about. You know, God, we call him Almighty because no one can explain how it can be done. Like God said, let be light. Okay, how that happen? Say it bitly light was. You know? So
right, this is the same way like we say like the Big Bang happened. Like we don't know like what happened. So
I don't believe it. The Big Bang. Big Bang is a theory. It's not a fact.
right, like we don't know. Yeah.
No, it's not a fact. It's a theory. Scientists agree. It's a theory. It's not a fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, I believe it's a big failure fact because when you say the Big Bang, you are saying something explode, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you did not explain to me what explode.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
And how it came to existence.
Right.
So.
And like how the matter came to be, and
Yeah. So.
And, what does Christianity say about evolution and stuff?
You know, evolution as like a human being used to be something, became something. We reject that. You know, a human being created to be a human being. But we believe that God, he gave us ability to let's say survive. You know, like you know the reason we have hair in our body because simply there is a reason for it. It's not a decoration. You know. If you go to people who live in the mountains, and you know my people are from the mountains, so they have a very long breathing, like because their chest expand because in the mountains there's less oxygen. Their voice is even different, you know, is more manly. So your body adjusts with the place you live in. If this is the evolution, no problem. We agree with it. But to say to me somebody was a monkey, he became a human being, that is a fiction. You know, until now we have monkeys. Why the monkeys still monkeys?
Right.
You know, so all what they have is a theory, and you know the one who is in control of education, universities, is the one control the theory. And if you are a person who don't believe in their theory, they reject you, they fight you. Like I know the Christians, they say to them, if you don't believe in the evolution, they will not even accepted to be doing your PhD in our school. So then the Christian, they have to say, okay, I accept it. And then after he finished his PhD, he rejected.
Yeah.
Which means they dictate on the person what to believe and what not to believe. And this is not science. This is not how science works. If I force you to believe in my theory, you know, you don't accept me to discuss it with you or to say no, then this is not science.
No, you should never like force someone to believe a certain way.
Yeah,
like,
this is terrorism, like the same as the Muslims.
Yeah, of course. I can't force you to, like, if I think a certain way, like, I can't prove any of it. So at the end of the day, it's more personal opinion than anything.
Yeah, you know, for me, I never believe because believe or I reject because of science. Like, you know, when I see in the Bible, in the Old Testament, it says that God, he hanged the earth on nothing. That's amazing. How the Bible knew that, you know, or how the Bible says that God extend the heaven like a curtain, and then science says the space is expanding. Yeah, I mean, there's many things in the Bible is amazing. I mean, even the shape of the earth, you know, the globe of the earth or the sphere of the earth. So all of those is in the Bible, but we never make a party says, oh, this is discovery. The Bible is a book of science. No, the book have nothing to do with science. Yeah. But if you are weak and you are crumbling, you try to find little stone to support you, you know, because you're weak. This is what the Muslims do. We as a Christian, we do not need a verse in the Bible to say, oh, the shape of the earth, so that means our book is true, you know. That will be an act of hypocrisy, not the.
Yeah, I think. Sorry.
Because, you know, God and science, they don't go together. Because when Jesus, he make a blind man see, is that science? No. Since when you put mud on the eyes of a blind man, born blind, and he will see? That is not science. That is the. Go ahead.
So my like, I always see this as well, that it's in the Quran that the earth is on its axis or spinning and stuff. I don't know which verse it is. Would you know?
The earth is spinning?
Or it's like the earth is on its axis and it's spinning around a sun or something?
No, the Quran teach that the sun going around the earth, not the opposite.
Oh, could you show me that?
Yeah, chapter 36, verse number 38. والشمس تجري لمستقر لها. So if we go to the Quran, we will find
the sun runs on its fixed course for a term appointed. There is a degree of the Almighty, the All-Knowing.
Yeah, here
so the sun. So it says the sun runs on its fixed course.
Right.
For a term.
Read the verse before it. You will see that he's explaining how the day and the night happen.
And a sign for them is the night. We withdraw therefrom the day, and behold, they are in the darkness. We withdraw from them the day. Okay. We withdraw the day, saying that the sun is moving away.
So
and the sun runs.
Yeah. So what he's saying, that he's explaining how the day and the night happen. It's the sun. It is running to a fixed course. So every day the sun go from the east, go to the west. All right? So it is the sun who is going around the earth, not the opposite.
Right.
Yeah. And here he says, it's not for the sun to overtake the moon, which is false, because we have the eclipse.
We know that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they come at the same time. In fact, even if there's no eclipse, the sun and the moon they are still there. You know, and
Right, they're always there.
yeah, and we can see even many times we can see the moon in the daytime. You know, not necessarily at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So this is, it is not for the sun to overtake the moon, nor does the night outstrip the day. They all float, each in an orbit.
yeah, it doesn't say actually orbit. It says يسبحون in a boat. فلكن
In a
يسبحون. فلكن is a boat. So Muhammad he claimed that there is a boat, and each the moon, the sun, every star, they are in the. This is why the Quran speak about what they call them in English, the zodiac. You know,
sorry, what?
the zodiac, what they call them, the
Oh,
one.
zodiac.
Zodiac, sorry, zodiac. Yeah. So, so Muhammad he claimed that every one of those planets or stars have a boat. Actually, you see those in the ancient drawing for the zodiac. You know, like you see the moon in a boat, the sun in a boat. You know, and they are swimming. That's why here it says yasbahun. They are swimming. It used the word swim. Here it says float. In Arabic it says yasbahun. They swim.
They swim,
Yeah.
each in an orbit. And what's the word for the translation for orbit?
A boat.
Right. It's so weird why they would translate this in English like that.
Yeah. You know, the Quran, like, you know, when you change the translator, you will most of the time you will find a huge difference in the translation because there is no decency in the translation.
Yeah. It's like how you want it to say. That's how it's translated, basically.
Yeah, each one of them he will give you different translation to make it fit the way he see it, the way he like it, you know. But anyway, all the verses in the Quran they expose a clear confusion about how Muhammad he see the universe, how it function. Like when Muhammad he says, do you know where the sun goes? What do you mean where the sun goes? The sun doesn't go anywhere. You know? Yeah.
What does he say?
He asked his companion, do you know where the sun goes?
Okay.
His companion says, you know, Prophet and Allah knows best. He says the sun goes every day and run to a fixed course. And this is the verse I just gave you. Do you know? Muhammad is asking his companion.
If he knew where the sun went.
Yeah, in the time of the sunset, you see, in the time of the sunset.
At the time of the sunset, God's messenger asked him if he knew where the sun went, and that when he replied that God and his messenger knew best, he said, it goes and prostrates itself under the throne, then asks permission to depart, and this is granted. But it will soon prostrate itself, and that will not be accepted from it, and will ask permission to depart, and that will not be granted. It will be told to go back the way it came, and it will rise in its place of setting. That is the meaning of the words to him who is exalted. The sun runs to a determined limit. He said that is determined limit under the throne.
See? So who is the one who is moving? The sun. The sun moves every day from point A to point B. Point A is the east, point B is the west, and keep doing that until Allah one day He don't give the sun permission, and He ordered the sun to rise from the west. And obviously this is a clear evidence that Muhammad is ignorant and he is false prophet. You know, and this
I don't think Muhammad was a prophet either. Like he, at the time of Islam being spread, there were a lot of other Abrahamic, like there were other religions around him, right? That were trying to spread their influence at the same time.
Already Christianity, already the Sabian, the Jews, they did not, because Jews don't really convert people to their faith. And they are not like Judaism is not a missionary kind of faith, because it's meant to be for the children of Israel.
No, okay.
Yeah, for a certain group of people. Christianity is different. It's for all mankind, all nations. So Muhammad, he copies stories, fictions, fairy tales, some from the Christians, some from the Jews, some from the Hindus, from here, there, and then he made a book. That's why even the Quran call him Odin, which mean
Odin?
Odin.
Like the Nordic god?
No, ear. Odin mean ear. He is an ear. So why they call him an ear? Why the Arab they say Muhammad is an ear? Because anything he hear, he put it in the Quran. Yeah. Like here it says here, and among them are men who heard the Prophet. What they say? He is an ear.
He is lending his. He is ear. Oh, lending is just a translation or something? He is ear to every news. Say he listens to what is best for you. He believes in Allah, has faith in the believers, and is a mercy to those who believe.
So if you tell him about the story of flying carpet of Sulaiman, which is the Jews they teach their kids, Muhammad, he believed it. He put it in the Quran. They told him that he spoke to the ant. Those are the legions of the Jews, every Jews know them. Those are legions. He put it in the Quran. Sulaiman want to steal a chair. He put it in the Quran. Sulaiman, he have flying carpet. He put it in the Quran. The bird looking for a woman have no hair in her legs. He put it in the Quran. He's an ear. Just tell him a story. Yeah. So here they are saying ear not to praise him, but to insult him. It says actually here, and among men who hurt the Prophet. So they say that to expose him, not to praise him. Ear is because if I say I'm an ear listening to you, it doesn't mean sound bad. I'm listening to you. I'm all ear to you. No. Here is an ear, which means he copy any story he put in his book. He's a fraud. He collects stories.
The whole like name of Allah too. It's I saw a lot of your videos. Like I've been watching your videos for a while. And you go into how La is one of the moon gods, and the moon is like a symbol of Islam. It's like on
So when you were watching my videos, you were a Muslim at that time still, or?
No. I've been like I secretly don't believe in Islam for quite some time now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad, my friend, that you decided to leave Islam. And if you have any question about Christianity, I will be happy to answer it.
But thank you. You're, a really great wealth of knowledge.
I do my best.
Great.
I do my best. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Take care. Do we have any Muslim would like to join us and get us busted? Anyone? Who is a Muslim would like to join us? Any Muhammadan? You know, my videos in YouTube, for those who are listening, maybe you are new, all my videos are for free. You can copy them, you can cut them, you can share them, and I don't mind even if you make money by posting my videos on YouTube. Good for you. But never claim to be me. Just say this is a Christian Prince. You can post a link to my channel. Yes, Hedy.
Hello, CP, how are you?
I'm fine. Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm an ex-Muslim. I don't know if you remember me. We spoke in January. My family tried to kill me because I left Islam.
Oh,
Sorry. I remember
I
calling you
remember
once
it.
also.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah. Just quick question. I don't want to take up a lot of your time.
All right.
I want to ask, one thing comes to my mind. I realize that you are a bit of an older gentleman, and one day, like all of us, you're human beings, and the great service that you do to this world. I mean, one day you're not going to be here anymore. And I just want to ask a question because I realize that you inspire me a lot, man. And I really want to carry on this mission of yours because many people need to be saved from Islam, as many as possible. But the biggest hindrance is Arabic. What is the fastest and easiest way to learn Arabic? I mean, because people like me, we've been reciting the Quran our whole lives. We had no idea what it means. And then when you go to a Muslim and you tell them, look, your Quran is full of this stupid nonsense. And then they tell you, no, you can't even speak Arabic. So, what is the fastest way to learn Arabic according to you?
I have a channel actually. I did. It's called Arab for Christ. Arab for Christ. And in this channel, I teach you and anyone is interested to learn the language of the Antichrist, the 666. So you can go to Arab for Christ. This is the link. This is the page. And here I teach you how to read Arabic, starting from the letters, how to connect them, how to read them, how to make a sentence, and then the rest is yours. You have just to memorize words, the same as any language. So if you are really serious about knowing, it's for free, you do not need to pay a penny, and you can watch the videos one by one and practice.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you. I think a few weeks ago I changed my name to someone called Hanif, and I say, let me try and defend my ex-faith, and then you destroyed me. I could not do it.
All right.
But all right. But thank you so much. Have a blessed day, Father. Yeah, shucks, this is really a journey, but I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day. Bye.
All right. He just called me father, which is not right. But anyway, that does remind me. Once a hooker, she followed me, and she start asking me. She want to do massage. Sir, can I do massage for you? So I told her why you want to do that, etc. And I spent like an hour speaking to her, maybe more, asking her to repent. I will find you a job if you promise to stop this. She said, I have a child. Anyway, so second day, this hooker, she told all the other hookers that I am a priest. So when I went to the coffee shop, which is in that area, the guy in the coffee shop, he says, okay, father, go sit down. I will bring you the coffee. I look around me. He's talking to who? I said, who? I said, father, go sit down. We'll bring you the coffee there. I said, who you call father? I said, you. We know. So I became father. So this woman, she went and she told all those hookers that he spent his time trying to convince me to repent and go to the church. He will find me a job if I promise, you know. Yeah, so now I go. All those hookers, you know, they are in a corner. I walk in the street, they say, hello, father, you know. I mean, they are being nice, by the way. They are not bad, you know. They are not making mockery, by the way. No, they are speaking with respect. Hello, father, you know. Okay, suddenly I became Father Sifi. I was with an Arab guy in the coffee shop. We asked for a coffee. He said to me, okay, father. He said, you became priest? I said, no. He said, he called you father. I said, it's a long story. He said, come on, why you are hiding it? You know, seriously, I know it. You will end to be a priest. You know. And then I start convincing him, listen, I am not, you know. I am not. He said, come on, why you are shy? I mean, this is something good. I mean, why you want to be shy being a priest? You know, I said, no, even if I'm priest, I don't like people to call me father anyway. It's not right. Anyway, so it was funny. Yeah, so I walk like, hello, father. And he just called me father too. Anyway, about how long you will live, you know, age, you know, you can be 40, you can be 50, you can be 20, you can be 30 and you die. It's not the age will cause your death. You are dead when you are nobody. You know, people, they spend their life, they become 80, 90. Like, what we accomplish in this life? I don't know. You tell me. How many people remember you? Usually, the average human being, you know, your children, your sister, your brother, you know, close people to you would know you, few people. But when a person he do something, will be remembered by the Lord, not just by the man. That is your age. So your years will be counted by how much you accomplish. Some people, they are counted by money, like how many $1 million I have in my bank. You know, some they counted about how many days he lived happy with his family, children. Beautiful. Why not? Every one of us, I believe, we have a duty. The mother, she is doing a great job to her kids. You know, she have a great duty. She will be remembered for how much she take care, how much she been loving, giving, caring. You know, that's a work. That's a work. You know, this is a work. This is faithful work, not only work. It's a hard work. Still, there's people who will have a huge impact, and they will be remembered by the Lord Himself, for they were able to bring a lot of people to Him. Not only they care for their family. In fact, most of people who do what we do, they don't care much really for family, because they have a bigger, way bigger family. Poor CP initially mocked India. Now Pak defeated the IAF. My friend, what defeated? Nobody defeated anybody. Both of you are potatoes. This is war. You want to learn about war? Go and learn from the IDF. Both of you are talking nations. Potatoes. If they are serious about war, this is not how war will be done. All the rocket Pakistan send is not even 30, 40. All the missiles India sent to the bases of Pakistan is not even 30. What kind of war this war? Have you ever heard of war? If my cousin are fighting in the kitchen, they will throw more rocket than Pakistan and India. This is not a war, this is a joke. It's a curry. 2 stations run by curry, not by electricity. When you hear Modi speaking about what he will do to Pakistan, you think he will wipe it out, you know. That's it, it's over. Two potatoes. Both they claim that they are victorious. All right. No, it's true. There is no war. What war? This is war. If this is war, what is fart? I mean, Hamas has thrown more rockets than both India and Pakistan. Hezbollah throw way more rocket than both of you in one day. Iran throw 500 rocket and missiles at Israel in 2 hours. What is your war? Anyway, guys, so anyone want to learn Arabic, as you see this channel here, it's for free. I did not load videos here there for long. I made it especially to teach the language of the Antichrist, Muhammad, and his thugs, so they cannot fool you. And if you are sincere about learning, you will learn. And actually, I teach you how to learn how to write Arabic, how to make a sentence in a very easy way. You know, in a school they make it so complicated. They give you too much headache with the grammar. I shortcut the education. And this is the channel if you are interested to learn the language of the Antichrist, so we can beat them with it. Alright? As you see, I did everything I can to help Christians to fight this cult. Everything, you name it. Name one thing. Books, we made books. Videos, we made millions. How many hours I stay here, God knows. I cannot count. Arabic, we teach Arabic. Cartoon, we made cartoon. I don't know. You tell me what to do more. We translate our book for many languages. We give it to them. We gave it them for free. And a few people support us. Because we don't ask people to support. We don't talk about it. Very few people care really. But God is good. I don't talk about it. You pray that the kitty come back? Oh, she is back. I saw her today. She appeared suddenly in front of me. Meow. Yeah, but those cats are very, very sneaky, and she is a cunning. They do. I mean, they are so. I don't know how to describe. They make you feel guilty if you don't feed them. Like she walk between your legs, meow, 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 and then she flip in the front of me. Like she make a show, like, hey, I did work for you, like, come on. You will not feed me? Are you serious? You're going inside the door? You will close the door now? Meow, meow, meow. And then you feel guilty, and then you go and get some food to feed her. And then in her mind she say, I got him. Got him busted, Look, it work. I mean, they are so tricky. Unbelievable. You can tell they are smart. This is not an act of we see we see animals. Man, those cats are really really cunning. And I know she's trying to make me feel guilty, but I go with it. I said, okay, at least she will clean the yard from any bad creatures. Yeah, be careful. She is a cat and a female. That make it. Yeah. No, I help her because she have one eye. I don't really like to feed animals, but because she have one eye. Actually, even sometime when I put food, like she have difficulty to see the food, just because of her eye. Otherwise, I prefer not to feed any animal unless it is disabled or sick or All right. Any other question? God is good. Look at those animals God He gave us. A lot of proofs of God creation. Cyrus, go ahead.
Yeah, I was invited into this page. So what is it? Hi, by the way, Christian Prince.
All right. Are you a Muslim, my friend?
Yes, I am Muslim.
Tell me about Islam. What is good about Islam?
Islam is deen, way of life.
What does that mean?
It is submission to the will of Allah.
Can you show me where in the Quran it says submission?
Submission to the will of Allah.
Yeah.
Ya ayyuhallazina amanu
Uh-huh.
khulu fi silmi kafa
What does have
wala tattabi'u khutuwat shaytan.
what does have to do with my question? If you Muslim believe,
Ya ayyuhallazina amanu
uh-huh.
udkhulu fi silmi kafa.
Okay.
Submit whole your will to Islam.
I-
And don't follow
would
the
you
will of shaitan.
would your will?
Pardon?
You mentioned the word will.
Yes, will.
I thought Muslim believe in destiny.
No, it is an attribute, sifat.
What do you mean?
You are misconfusing a will with a directing the will. These two are different.
Who is the one who direct the will to you? It's you?
Intention, no, it's not God.
It's not God?
Yes, it's not God. It is your human.
Okay. Do you see my screen?
I don't need a screen to prove my return. So
No.
first,
You need to.
First of all, we don't take hadith. We don't take hadith to prove our creed as an evidence.
So you don't take hadith, but I take your hadith?
No problem, right? So basically, you can't prove anything through hadith.
Okay. So why you are saying we don't take hadith? Because your prophet is the one. You're a prophet explaining.
Sahih
Uh-huh.
hadith doesn't provide certainty or yaqeen.
Hadith does not provide yaqeen?
Yes.
What
It is
yaqeen?
only zon.
What yaqeen mean?
Yaqeen means certainty. It is a belief that is unshaken and is doubtful.
Okay, do you believe in this hadith here?
I don't say I didn't say I didn't believe hadith. You have to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we
Uh,
don't take hadith as an evidence because hadith doesn't provide yaqeen or certainty. It is only
so
providing
so how
speculative or zonning.
do you
Zonning.
accept do you accept hadith
What we call it
hadith
is zonni idilala.
do you accept hadith or not?
Yes, I accept, but not as an evidence to prove our creed, our aqidah.
So are you saying to me your prophet when he explained Islam to you, it doesn't prove to you anything?
As I said, you have to understand between certainty, yaqeen, and zanni.
My friend, you do not speak Arabic. Are you an Arab? You don't even know how,
Okay, good.
you don't even know how to say the word. Don't say
If you
the
understand
my
Arabic,
friend.
if you understand Arabic,
Those words.
it is good.
Don't say words you do not know
If
how to.
you
You do not
understand,
know. You do not know how to
since you
say
speak,
them. At least learn how to say those words before you say them to me, because you sound laughable.
no, right? So because I expect that you understand Arabic because I've been
I am
watching
I
and
am an
hearing you
Arab.
reading
I am an
tafsir.
Arab. So don't say words you do not know how to say them. You will look funny. You will
No
sound funny.
problem, no problem. It's okay. It
All right.
doesn't change
So now
anything
you're a
because
prophet.
I have
You're a prophet.
translated to
You're a
you.
prophet. Listen, you're a prophet. He said that he swear by Allah that one of
Okay,
you. He speak about all Muslims. He swear by Allah that one of you
okay,
he would perform the action of the doers of Jannah until there is only
okay,
one cubit between him and Jannah. When
okay,
what is foreordained
okay,
would come to pass, and he would perform the
okay,
action of inmate of hell, and he enter
okay.
hell. Okay. So now, what make this man enter hell?
Are you done?
Uh-huh.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Can I speak now?
Okay, but focus with me in the topic, please.
Yes. So first of all, none of your argument dispute with regards to the the will or the directional of will or intention, which is two different things. They are what we call sifat, will, and then they are what we call ta'alluq or relational things,
You
which
can
are
give
called
me 10
intention. So
definition.
hold on,
Listen.
let me
No. Listen. Don't waste your time. You are
I give
saying
you time
words.
to speak.
You are saying words
Come
have.
on,
You are saying
come on,
words have
Philip, you are
no.
better than this.
You are saying words
Come
have
on,
no
Philip,
meaning.
you are better than this.
You are trying to escape the.
I've
You are
given you
trying to
time. I've
escape.
given you time
You
to
are
speak.
trying to
I've
escape the
given you time to
embarrassment. You
speak.
are trying to escape the embarrassment.
I
Give me the answer.
I've already
Your prophet said when what is foreordained would come to pass. Don't tell me
I haven't
yaqeen,
finished yet.
zanin, fanin.
I
Tell me
haven't
what
finished
happened
yet.
here. Just tell me what happened here.
I haven't finished yet.
I
I
don't want.
haven't finished yet.
Don't give me
You
philosophy. Don't give me philosophy.
you
Tell me what happened here in a simple words. What happened here?
so what's wrong with bringing philosophy?
No, because Islam is against philosophy.
Oh, who says?
All Islam,
Show me in the Quran. Show
all,
me in the Quran and Hadith
all
that
of.
show philosophy is haram. Show me, please.
Okay, what is philosophy?
No. Show me inside the
What
Quran
is
and
philosophy?
Hadith that say.
Tell me what is philosophy first.
How do you define philosophy? You said you don't bring philosophy.
The act of talk, the art
You
of
are
talk,
the one who brought philosophy
the
here.
art of talk, the
I did
art
not
of
say
talk. The
philosophy.
Quran says that philosophy is from shaitan.
Where? Show me.
There we go.
Where is
Read
the
it.
Quran say clearly philosophy is haram.
Read it. All of those saying that any adorned talk is an act of shaitan.
Don't talk is not a philosophy. You have to show me clearly.
Read the
Read the
interpretation. Read the interpretation for it. It says
Al-Nahyu tadullu ala tahrim. So basically, if there any prohibition, then it show it is haram. So show me a verse that clearly say philosophy is haram or hadith that say philosophy is haram
okay.
with a falsafah in it.
the verse in the front of my friend, what falsafa in it?
Show me.
You're a prophet, you know the word. You're a prophet, you know the word falsafa. Your prophet is ignorant.
So now are you saying?
So now listen, you are trying your best.
Are you saying that?
You are trying your best.
Are you saying that there is no falsafa word in the Quran or Hadith?
For sure, there's no falsafa. For sure, in the Quran, there's no falsafa. Because you're a prophet. He never know even what the word is. No, but you do not need to say. You do not. Okay, so you see, just to show you how ignorant you are. Just to show you how ignorant you are. There's many practices in Islam are not exist in the Quran. Many practices in Islam are not exist in the Quran. So how come you accept them?
So you are saying that philosophy doesn't exist in Quran and Hadith, is it?
No.
No, then how do you say it is haram?
Because this is what it's meant.
What do you say it is haram? The
Quran says any adorned talk, an art of language is from shaitan. Actually, this verse is against the Quran itself, because the Muslims, they say that the Quran, listen. The Quran says itself that any nice talk is from shaitan. So the Muslims, they say the Quran is so beautiful. The Quran is very beautiful language. This is from shaitan. The verse itself is against the Quran itself. The Quran itself is proving that when a Muslim he tried to use logic is not logical. Listen, you do not speak Arabic now. So look now what you are saying. I showed you a hadith from your prophet saying that it's not you who decide to do or not to do.
To the philosophy again.
No, you see, you avoid. Why you don't want to answer? What happened here? Listen. Why you don't want to answer? Listen, ABDOOL from Indonesia. Listen. Why you don't want to answer? Why it's you who running away? Okay, show me where in Islam it says that philosophy. Okay, hold on, guys. He said if it's not in the Quran saying philosophy is haram, that means philosophy is accepted. Show me one scholar say philosophy is accepted. Go ahead.
So because there is none of Hadith or Quran.
Show me.
Clearly,
no, you said if it's not exist, still that means there's no proof. Listen, give me the proof that philosophy is accepted. Give me the proof that philosophy. Why Ibn Khaldun was jailed? Because he's a philosopher.
If you are going to bring up in Khaldun, then you are not bringing anything or argument.
Okay, so now listen, Mr. Philosophy. So now your prophet here is this hadith proving to us that you have no free will. You are being a coward. Guys, look at this. This coward, he don't want to answer his prophet. He is making fun of his prophet. I gave him what his prophet says. He want to give me. There is a certainty, not certainty, blah, blah, blah. This is not a question. Your prophet says what is forbidden would come to pass. Explain to us what does that mean. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically, right, first of all, you make a claim that philosophy is haram. And then I ask you...
Okay, if I show you tons of reference, okay, if I show you right now, as long as you want to talk about this, if I show you tons of Islamic scholars say philosophy is haram, what you would do?
I will reject them.
Thank you very much. So there are scholars... and they say philosophy is haram. Are they donkey? Are you saying they are donkeys? Are you saying they are donkeys? Are you saying they are donkeys and you are the mule?
I don't follow scholars.
Okay, so now show me now your philosophy. I want to see the skills of philosophy you have. Your prophet says it's foreordained, it would come to pass, and then he would perform the action of inmate. Listen, you would do... No, you are a coward. You are trying to escape the embarrassment. Where is the free
because
will?
I'm trying to bring
Don't
a
try.
philosophical
Don't.
argument in which
No. You see,
philosophy is
you're a
haram.
prophet. You're a prophet. He gave a
But
clear-cut
you
answer.
can't prove philosophy
You are
is
a
haram.
coward. You are avoiding. Okay, what
You
about
cannot
what
show
about
me
this? What
even
about
one
listen.
hadith
What
of
about
Quran
this?
saying that falsafa is
What
haram.
about this? What about this? You answer this
You
hadith and then you
cannot
give me
show
philosophy.
me
Answer
even
about
one
this hadith.
hadith
Look at
of
this coward.
Quran.
Look at this coward. So guys, I am answering from the hadith. That means he's a
I'm
prophet.
embarrassing you now, CP. I'm
Listen,
embarrassing you now.
listen. It's recorded.
You
People will
make
die
me
laughing at
claim
you.
this now.
Listen. All of you
Philosophy is
all of you
haram.
Indonesian potatoes are under
But
my
you
feet. You don't dare to
can't
answer. Is
give
this
me an
hadith?
evidence
You
that say
listen.
philosophy is haram.
Indonesian Muslims, he's stuck with the philosophy. He is ignoring his prophet. I say to him,
I'm trying to
I
bring
can
a
show you tons of
philosophical
Muslim
argument
scholars, the
in
Shafi'i, the
which
Hanafi, all Muslim scholars agree that philosophy is haram. Not only
if
it's forbidden,
indeed then
it
I'm
is
against them.
haram.
If indeed they said it, I'm against them.
Okay, so all Muslim scholars are in my side, and the only potato is in the opposite side is you, and you claim that you are the
No
correct one.
problem, wrong is wrong.
No,
No
listen.
problem, wrong
Okay,
is
they are
wrong.
wrong. They are
Doesn't
wrong.
matter whether they
Sure,
are
sure,
on your
sure,
side or
sure,
on my
sure.
side.
Listen, sure. So now, as long
Whether they are on my side
all
or
the
on your side,
scholars,
if they are wrong, they are wrong.
potato, as long all the scholars in the side of a Christian prince and they are wrong. So now,
Do you agree that truth is based on evidence and argument, not based on people?
okay, as long you said that the truth is based on evidence, what the evidence that Muhammad he saw Allah or he went to Allah
No,
in
I'm
heaven.
not talking about, yeah, don't run away from what I'm talking is now. I'm saying about philosophy. We are talking about philosophy,
Philosophy
right?
is talk. You see, when you say prove, you idiot. When you
Right?
say the word prove,
So you are
about
bringing me
prove is
that
about a
Imam
fact, not
Shafi,
about
Imam
talk.
Ahmad,
So
Maliki,
you
and
coward. So
Hanafi
you coward.
are saying
You
that
refuse.
philosophy is haram.
Listen.
And then they are on your side. But I'm saying that I reject all of them if they say philosophy is haram. I
Okay,
don't
great.
care.
So guys, he reject all the scholars who they are in my side, and he is in the other side, and he is the winner now.
Yeah. Truth is based on argument and
Okay.
evidence,
So
not based on
so
people.
now, are you going to explain to us
Right?
what happened in this hadith?
No, I'm not going to explain that. Let's
Why?
finish about this philosophy
Why?
first because you don't allow me to bring philosophical argument. You said bringing a philosophical argument is haram.
Yes.
So that's why I'm asking you to prove to me where
Okay.
inside the Quran and Hadith they clearly say falsafa huwa haram.
Are you asking me to
It's
bounce you
haram.
out? Are you afraid? Are you afraid that
Falsafa huwa haram.
are you afraid? Listen,
No, I'm not
prostitution.
afraid.
The
I'm not afraid.
prostitution of Indonesia doesn't work with me. Listen carefully. You're a prophet, he got you busted. What is foreordained
No.
would come to
You
pass,
said
and
that this now.
you refuse to answer.
Falsafa.
This
You
is
said
authentic. This is
falsafa.
authentic
Okay.
hadith.
You said
Get out of here.
falsafa doesn't exist.
You are just a hooker. You don't worth to stay in my stage. You coward. Philosophy now our topic, you coward. So he refused to answer. He started giving me words in the air. It says it clearly that every one of you, not one of you, every one of you, what Allah He wrote for him in his destiny will come to existence and will overcome. And then he will start acting the action of inmate of hell and he go to hell. This coward, he don't want to read. Because that will prove that everything he said is a fraud. So he learned 3 Arabic words. He kept repeating them for me. He don't even know how to say the word correctly. And now we will talk about philosophy. Put the philosophy in your butt. All Muslim scholars agree that philosophy is against Islam. And your prophet says, my nation will not agree upon something is wrong. So if all the Muslims agree that philosophy is wrong, and those are the scholars, and you say they are wrong, that means Muhammad was a false prophet again. Because he said that my nation, speaking of the scholars, will not agree about something is wrong. So now, do you Muslim have a free will? No. You don't. And you, this is why you're coward. You are wasting my time. I keep asking you the same question tens of time. No, 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 I will not answer you. Well, who cares if you answer or not? You don't even know how to say your prophet name correctly. So listen carefully. When a Muslim he speak about submission to Allah, it's a big joke. Because Islam never teach submission, it's about surrender. And we see that in the Quran. The Quran says you don't even need to believe in Islam. Who need to believe in Allah? Nobody. You just say, I surrender to Muhammad. Faith never entered their heart. Muhammad in the Quran, he said to them, don't say we believe. Say we are Muslims. We surrender. What we do? We surrender. Where is the faith? Faith is not required. Even the verse itself says, faith did not even enter your heart. You should say, we surrender. So where is free will? No free will. They've been forced to surrender to Islam. Faith never entered their heart. So how the Quran say to them, say we are Muslims. Yet faith never entered their heart. So what is in their heart? Shit. And here when Muhammad he say this, that destiny is what decide for you where you will go, hell or heaven. And this is why this coward he will not read it. You know, a Christian Prince he failed to show us that philosophy is haram. If I fail, that means the scholars fail to prove what they say. No, I did not fail. I show you from the Quran. Any adorned language according to the Quran is from shaitan. Guys, did I show him the verses? I did. I said to you, go and read the interpretation. You refuse. You refuse. Do you know why? Because the interpretation will get you busted. Any adorned language, except the language of Allah, is forbidden. And this adorned language is what? The art of talking. According to the Quran, this is from shaitan. And those are the one who practice this. They are the enemies from the human being and from the genie. So what the language the human being will use? Philosophy. Go read the interpretation. So when you say I fail, you coward, I gave you the verse, you refuse to read it. I said let's read the interpretation, you refuse. And then you say I fail? Al-Razi, okay, hold on. All the names you called them philosophers, they got killed for what reason? All so-called Muslim philosophers accused to be kuffar because they practice philosophy. You're stupid. And regardless, why you don't want to read the hadith? Because simply he tried to divert the embarrassment, getting him busted that Muslim didn't have really any form of a free will. All those hadith are authentic. All of it. Al-Bukhari, Muslims, etc. Read it. A Muslim have no choice where he go. It is not what you do, it is what is written for you. You see it? So when a Muslim he speak about a free will, you should know right away that he is a fraud. And when you give him the evidence and he refused to read it, that means he is a fraud twice. Muhammad was a philosopher, right? Oh boy. I can show you long study done by Muslims about why anyone who work in philosophy is a kafir. Done by Muslims. All those names, let me show you. All those names are considered as a philosophers for Muslims. What they say here? تكفير العلماء والمفكرين العرب. حسن ابن الهيثم، ابن رشد، ابن سينا، أبو بكر الرازي، الفارابي، يعقوب بن إسحاق الكندي، جابر بن حيان etc. أبو العلاء المعري, all of those names. At-Tabari, even At-Tabari, they killed him. The first thing happened to you if you practice philosophy as a Muslim, you will be killed. And then this guy, I don't know what stupid sect he follow. Obviously, he isn't a Muslim Sunni. It's obvious. Now going back to our topic. Do Muslims have a free will? No. Even the baby child, infant, he might go to hell according to Muhammad. Even a baby child.